Welcome to the webinar. Today we're going to cover data, voice, and video with the power of Meraki and our valuable partner, GigaKOM. Andrew unfortunately couldn't join us today, but Andrew Ross is the account manager at GigaKOM. Should you need any information from GigaKOM or Meraki alike, please feel free to reach out to Andrew Ross. We'll share his contact information at the end of the presentation. My name's Hector Cabrera. I'm a partner account executive here at Cisco, and I'm also accompanied by my incredible engineer, Anson Ko. Ali, I'll let you take it away here.
Thank you, Hector, for this introduction. So hi, everyone. I'm Aliag. I'm the marketing executive here at GigaKOM. First off, I want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to attend this webinar. I want to thank our colleagues, Hector and Anson at Cisco. They're going to be representing Cisco Meraki after our portion here. So I hope you get some valuable insights from this webinar and learn some new things. I want to start off by introducing GigaKOM. You might have heard about us from colleagues, from partners. So we have been in business since 2000, and we are an information technology solutions provider based in San Diego, California, serving mainly the K-12 education space. We expand our services in the entire California region, but we have offices all around and internationally as well. We offer 24/7 support and maintenance services for clients by providing best-in-class IT transformation experience with our suite of services, which we will discuss later on. So what we do is we help our clients with all their technology needs, and we aim to create long-lasting relationships with each of our clients, where we approach our clients as our partners. So we want to create partnerships with them with a consultative approach by creating a dual communication and to truly understand the needs of the business objectives of each client, so we can offer them customized and tailored solutions. So we want to be as knowledgeable as possible of your environment. And so in our first conversations, we try to get like a deep dive to see what your priorities are, what your pain points are, what are the challenges that you've faced previously, what can we do to avoid them, or what work that we can replicate. So this helps us give like an added value. So we are known for great customer service and fast response time. It can be frustrating to be in critical situation and not get your answers quickly. So we try to set that as a priority to get back to our clients with proper answers and solutions as soon as possible. So I'm going to be discussing about the 8 practices that we offer. First off is networking. Networking is the foundation of all IT environments. So this includes checking your network health, routers, switches, content networking, and also integration services. Next one is UC, Unified Communications. It includes telephone systems, emergency responders, PA systems, and everything that integrates in Unified Communication System solutions. The next one is cabling. So GigaKOM can handle all your cabling infrastructures. We're a C7 low voltage provider here in California. We install Cat5, Cat6 fiber optic cabling to connect all your equipment. The next one is security, which is a service line that we focus a lot on. We have divided into cyber and physical security, which are both equally as important. Starting with cybersecurity, as you know, there's a lot of hacks and intrusions. Some bad actors out there who are trying to steal your data, to get confidential information about your student and staff identity. So we are here, and some just people who are just causing operational disruptions. So we offer consultative services to assess these vulnerabilities, to manage alerts, and also to improve your general security posture and to be prepared for such attacks. As for the physical security, this is more of video surveillance, cameras, but also sensors around campuses and access control. If we can move to the next slide, please. For system and storage, we offer cloud service practices to help clients with software installation and customization. to move from on-premise to cloud environment and support those systems. The next one we have is wireless network design. So we ensure network is not only secure but also efficient to reach all students and staff in the campus. Uh, the next one is mobility, which we added during the times of COVID. But I believe it's still relevant till today. So we have partnered with multiple telecommunication providers to offer remote connectivity and software solutions for remote workforce as well. And the final one is for everything we provide, we also offer support. This is commonly used with a lot of our clients. Our team is highly qualified with the highest level of certifications from partners, and we help manage like a service or complete a project so your team can focus on other priorities. So everything that GigaKOM offers and does, we also provide support 24/7 network operations center for any incidents so we can help you support and optimize your networks. So this is a summary of all the products and services that we offer. Our main dominant market is the K-12 market in California. We work with more than 80 school districts here. And with all the challenges that they face, we are happy to help them. So GigaKOM is here for you, so your students and staff are in a safe and productive learning environment. You can follow us also on LinkedIn, social media. You can always visit our website, gigakom.com, for more information. And if you have any questions, you can just put them in the Q&A at the end of the webinar. With this, I will pass the word to our colleague Hector.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the introduction. And once again, thank you for being here. I know the Olympics are playing, so it's kind of hard to compete with that, but I'll do my best. My name is Hector Cabrera, as I mentioned earlier. I have a robust experience in the defense space. I spent 22 years in the military and 14 years as a three-letter agent. And I say that to say that I know and I've seen the power of Cisco and Meraki alike, keeping those bad threat actors out of your network and securing your data. Today, I'd like to talk about how you can securely connect your workforces and organizations while simplifying operations in a single platform. Quick overview of the discussion we're going to have today. I'm not going to kill you by PowerPoint. I hope this doesn't put you to sleep, because I know that this is at the forefront of everyone's mind. So who is Meraki? I'm sure you've heard of Meraki. You've probably seen some posts on social media. Our mission is very simple. We want to connect passionate people to their mission by simplifying the digital workforce. Like any company, it had a start and a beginning. It was founded in 2006 by 3 grad students at MIT who had previously worked on an experimental Wi-Fi program known as RoofNet. They pioneered cloud networking after finding out it was much easier to deploy, manage, control their wireless access points by hosting the controllers in the cloud, instead of having to go on site to manage them. Fast forward to late 2012, here comes Cisco. We acquired Meraki and it became Cisco Meraki. Since then, we've expanded and innovated to include a full network portfolio in addition to wireless as we're discussing today. In 2017, we expanded beyond IT network products to Internet of Things, also known as IoT devices, starting with our cameras that we launched for physical security. In 2021, we officially powered over 10 million active devices worldwide. And now today, we have over 18 years designing scalable and secure cloud architecture. All of our products are designed to be 100% cloud managed with a GUI-based dashboard, no controllers on site. I'll talk more about our portfolio breadth and depth in a moment. The Meraki dashboard is where IT teams and network engineers come to manage a wide breadth of their network stack with depth of technology expertise. As you can see here, Meraki is not just a simple dashboard or a firewall. We offer access, secure SD-WAN, Internet of Things to keep the space safe from smart cameras to sensors, APIs. We have a large Meraki marketplace and a partner ecosystem, which I'll talk about here in a bit. And we offer a robust option and product suite of cloud-based security. As part of the ways customers use our cloud platform, customers have told us the number one differentiator is our dashboard. 94% of our customers say they've saved time with the easy-to-use Meraki dashboard. Our goal at Meraki is to simplify operations, deliver more secure networking, and scale unified experiences under a single dashboard. So how can we help your organization or your business? Well, it's by transforming your network experiences to help you grow with agility and flexibility. We deliver exceptional employee and customer experiences. As we all know, it's all about the end user experience and the IT professional experience. We secure the experience for everyone, no matter how they connect, whether it's on-prem or remote. We scale management of network experiences with global reach. And last but not least, we monitor environments and automate workflows to accelerate growth. Now, today's IT landscape is more distributed than ever. If we learned anything from COVID, is that hybrid work is here to stay, and it is now the norm, with users and devices distributed across multiple locations, from branches to campuses, coffee shops, homes, and anything else your imagination can give. All of their apps and workloads are also distributed across multiple locations: public internet, multi-cloud, data center, and it goes on and on. IT teams are tasked to protect their organizations in the face of this complexity and also deliver flawless experience for users. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a tough task. With the Meraki platform, you can simplify and secure your networks in any use case or location. It is powered by the industry-leading security and reliable connectivity. Let's start by looking at our Axis family of products. So we have the world's largest cloud networking platform, and it's trusted by 75% of the Fortune 500 for reliable operations at scale. Today, we have over 799,000 customers globally, based in 190 countries in a wide range of industries, from healthcare to education, retail, finance, manufacturing, government, and more. And if you turn on your TV and you're watching the Olympics, that is also powered by Cisco, Cisco Catalyst, Cisco Meraki, and our Wi-Fi, streaming a lot of those events live, bringing them to your home. Now, what are some of the dashboard benefits that I keep talking about? Well, one of them, it's a simple user interface. It's accessible by anyone. Another, converge networking and security together. We also improve user experiences. We automate firmware updates. We give you actionable insights, and we help you scale your operation. Now, some of the operational excellence examples are zero-touch provisioning at scale with a dashboard or using easy and programmable APIs. We help you reduce on-site support staff via remote management. We help you lower ongoing training costs and third-party support. We eliminate unnecessary on-prem hardware, and we align with business goals or organizational goals on operational efficiency via energy use reports, enhanced power controls, and best-in-class hardware. But for all those IT professionals on the call, it increases business productivity by lowering mean time to resolution. Let's start by looking at our Axis family of products. What is the Meraki Assurance? Network scale and complexity are unavoidable. And I'm sure you've all heard complexity is an enemy of security. With user experience at the core and not network hardware, we help you save time and boost productivity with AI operations. That's right, I use the word AI. Everyone talks about that these days. So how does Meraki Assurance cover and help you? Well, we do it in 3 different areas. Networks that just work. We ensure consistent network performance always, saving time by monitoring your entire network and quickly troubleshooting with intelligent insights and metrics from the network service health field. Second, we're proactive, not reactive. We see and diagnose problems that affect users before they happen. You get recommended optimizations based on real-world data. And last but not least, end-to-end assurance. Our assurance offering reaches across the entire IT network stack. We offer guaranteed user experience quality for every device, and most importantly, for every client. Let's look at some examples of Meraki Assurance with underlying AI ops that help you improve experiences. The global network health, user experience visibility, one-click remediation, network comparison, proactive monitoring, and alerting. And I'll give you a little tidbit as well that's not on here. We will have an AI assistant for Meraki. Get with Anson, get with GigaKOM, and we'll be happy to share more about that. Now back to user experiences, because at the end of the day, it is all about the experience of the user, whether it's the customer, the teacher, the principal, the administrator, or the IT professional. Meraki Assurance is all about the user experience and not just a set of features. We don't want you to get lost in the features or the dashboard. Meraki Assurance measures the quality of experience for QoE of users. This tells network admins that the average user experience is in their network to help them analyze the negative impact of network problems. How do we do this? We do this with a score that correlates with significant network events. For example, config changes, firmware upgrades, and an amalgamation of others. QoE scoring components include client device, network devices, infrastructure connectivity, WAN connection, and applications in use. What's the end result, Hector, you asked? Networks should just work. They should just work and optimize for user experience quality. Now, the QoE score is an output of automation. Future automation technologies increase QoE across the network over time. And here at Cisco Meraki, we want to make sure we continue to improve your QoE. How do we do that? 3 simple ways: faster issue resolution, improve user interactions, and increase organizational or business productivity. Now, let's start by looking at how secure every experience is with Cisco Meraki. This native cloud platform architecture includes and simplifies classic enterprise security capabilities such as stateful firewall, zero trust, malware protection, URL filtering, and IDS/IPS to deliver 25% better protection than the industry average. How do we do that? Automatic intelligence, elastic scale, reduced human error. Now, what's the secret sauce behind this all? Cisco Talos. It is the world's largest commercial threat intelligence team in the world. Did you know that NotPetya was the costliest cyber attack in history with over 10 billion in damages? Talos researchers from around the world came together to address the threat, including boots on the ground in Ukraine. Now, some of these numbers up here, you might look at them and they're busy, but I want you to focus on this. On a daily basis, we block 20 billion with a B threats. That's 20 times more than any other vendor on the market. We will dive deeper at a later time, Cisco Secure Connect, but I do want to share this with you. This is how we secure your network. We deliver secure networking for on-prem, for campus, branch offices, in the cloud, data center, and internet to ensure that no matter where you are, whether it's hybrid on-prem, your network and your users are secure. Now let's take a look at how you can drive more sustainable outcomes with the Meraki platform. The Meraki marketplace is the most expansive ecosystem with community in the industry with partners that help you solve any of your business challenges today. APIs, now I wouldn't be a doctor in business if I didn't have at least one formula in here. APIs plus ecosystem equal scale. What does that mean? It means that your teams can find solutions that meet your unique needs by integrating with APIs in the Meraki marketplace ecosystem of tech partners. Integrate with third-party applications across any business or organization outcome you're looking for. Here are some ways you can use your APIs in the Meraki marketplace for network automation and automating your operational flows, particularly if you're in a situation where you have many repetitive manual tasks and a small IT force. You face ongoing organizational changes, such as new employees, launching new sites, onboarding remote employees, etc. Or you need to better provide seamless integrated flows for your customers with your internal team. Now, we continue to help you evolve your IT by transforming your spaces, but don't believe me, Anson or GigaKOM. Here are some of our customers and what they're saying. Some of our customers have said that we have helped them monitor and optimize environments. We've reduced operational costs and their sustainability and increased sustainability. And businesses and organizations see significant savings by monitoring their environments to consume less energy and resources, bringing you up once again to focus on your mission. Let's take a look at how this all comes together. How does the Meraki platform help you create more unified experiences wherever you need them? Well, let's take a look at all of this. How does Meraki help? Well, we have management, ease, and scale, assurance and automation, as I mentioned. We protect your digital experiences, and we offer smarter, more sustainable spaces, all enabled by a cloud-based platform approach, cloud-first ops, open ecosystem with APIs and apps, and data-driven products. For any hybrid work environment, office, home, school, business, we help you scale management, automate troubleshooting and assurance, protect every experience, and create smarter, more sustainable spaces. Organization-wide dashboard alerts save troubleshooting time for your IT team. Meraki switches support a high volume of traffic with clonable templates. Our auto VPN in just 3 clicks. Proactively monitor and remediate issues faster with Thousand Eyes. We don't have enough time to dive into that, but that's another observability tool that is incredible and something that we would love to share with you in a future date. We also help protect digital experiences by reducing downtime with global collective insight into internet and app outages using Meraki Firewall and Thousand Eyes agents. Let's take a look at another example of how we can help you power new experiences when it comes to operating networks with ease and scale. Here's how simpler operations help you throughout the day. We help you set up new policies at the switch port or network. We help you quickly identify and mitigate any critical issues before the next day. We proactively detect anomalies with your wireless connectivity, and we make intelligent decisions faster to improve performance with network service. What's new at Cisco Meraki? We are constantly innovating and evolving, and here is an array of new IoT devices and a Catalyst firewall, as well as switches, air quality CO2 sensor, and a new secure telework gateway that we can dive into at a later date with you. This is the end of my presentation before I hand it over to my incredible engineer. Let's look at how you can drive more sustainable outcomes with your platform. 96% of our customers have said that they improved their cybersecurity. 95% improved IT management of remote teams, 94% experienced hours of saving times, and 84% saved time costs from an easy-to-use platform. Now, I have many use cases. This is just one that I wanted to highlight. Room and Board is a US-based company and organization that provides 90% of US-made high-quality products to the country. Now, what were their challenges when they came to us? They said, well, we have a hard time managing complex network and security systems, and we want to provide not only our remote customers, but also our employees an in-store experience. And we want to minimize uneven network performance and coverage. And Meraki said, we've got that. How do we do that? We secure your network with the foundation leading with a firewall. We secure your service edge with SD-WAN, Umbrella, and Secure Connect. And then we provide you deep visibility into internet services and apps with Thousand Eyes. Now, this isn't just for Room and Board. You can take this and apply it to a campus, a business. Qdoba is another use case for us. Audi Worldwide Trust Meraki, and I can go on and on. And dramatically simplify network operations. Last but not least, security and speed and scale by leveraging the cloud. Thank you so much. I'm going to pass it on to Anson, my engineer.
All right. Thank you, Hector. Yeah, so when we talk about wireless security, it's just a part of the security chain, right? Now, the reason why Cisco is keeping Meraki brand is because things just work. Customer loves it, and also we have over 97 renewal rate. And when I think that when I started the IT security journey, right, I will always go after the lowest price, lowest cost. But that's not the only thing that you look at. The thing that I looked at now is when things are not working, how quickly can I pinpoint the issues and how quickly can I restore it? And alongside with GigaKOM partnership. So we have full confidence that Meraki and Cisco and also GigaKOM is going to deliver one of the best solutions on the market. So let's dive into the agenda today, right? So we're going to go through some of the wireless security fundamentals. So there's some protocols like WPA3, WPA2, and all that. And then we're going to take a look at the authentication and authorization. What's the differences? Wi-Fi 6 and 6E is the norm now. And of course, we're going to look at some of the attacks, rogue detection, and advanced wireless IPS. We're going to look at the threat 360 around it, right? Not just the wireless, but what things that happen after the wireless, right? So we're going to inspect that as well. And then we're going to look at intrusion, how the attack starts and begins and ends, right? So we're going to dive into that. Next slide. So the wireless attack service, there's no boundary, right? It's just radio waves in the air. Anybody can pick up a radio receiver detector, right? So they're going to pick that up, and with the right tool, the right application, you can detect and try and figure out what's on the air, right? And it's going to propagate beyond the physical constraints. If you have a wire network, yes, so you can protect it, putting a lock behind it, things like put a guard around it. But wireless works differently. Next slide. So yeah, so we talk about the propagation of the radio waves, right? So the attackers could be coming in from your parking lot. So they pick up the signals, the radio waves, right? And then they can scan the network. When you turn on your phone, right, you can see, wow, there's so many wireless broadcasting. Guess what? The attackers could be one of them. And they can do layer two, spoofing attacks. That's where we're going to talk about the WPA3 protocol. Why is it important, and why is it becoming the standard for today's Wi-Fi network? And also DDoS attack. So to trying to bring down your network by sending a lot of junk packets and flood it. And then we're going to cover some of the rogue APs, how these attacks like honeypot, evil twins APs, and how they uncover some of the backdoor access. So there are three pieces here, right? Securing the wireless network is securing the air and also the device itself, right? So you're gonna send and receive traffic from the device, and then also the network. Next slide. So now, once we dive into the protocol itself, so from the beginning of Wi-Fi, things just work great. There's no security built around it. So that's why the WPA is the first shot of the security, like the protocol built around the TKIP encryption. It's not, well, back in the days, it's good enough encryption, but as computing power becoming more powerful, it's much easier to decrypt this traffic. And that comes WPA2 version 2. It's been around about 16 years, 16, 18 years now. A lot of devices still using it. There's standard around it, like 802.11i, and then they upgraded the encryption to AES, which is the highest standard now. And why once we have that protection, right, the encryption protection, and it comes down to authentication, how you build the key set from the device to the access point to the authenticator, which is the controller of the Wi-Fi, and all the way back to the identity server, such as Active Directory, most things like that. And then we discovered that, hey, these protocols are great, but it may not be enough for today's network, Wi-Fi network. So that's why WPA3 is becoming the standard for today. So it has some features built around it because we want to make sure that it's backward compatible with older devices, older software, and also how do we move forward so that when you make an investment, right, not only you look at the, some of the pricing and some other features, but is your investments going to worthwhile after 3 to 5 years? Okay. Now, the reason for that, we tied WPA3 onto the today's Wi-Fi standard is not something we've added. It's something that is removed. Some of the legacy protocol is not secure, so they can be easily broken by using some of the right tool, things like TCAP, double web, SHA-1. So it's kind of by today's standard, it's weak. Even kids in school, they have the right software, they can break it. And then we're gonna go through also the negative testing. Now, this part here may be new to some other folks here. We want to make sure that the device connected using the WPA3 is capable of defending the crack attack. So penetrating these previous protocols weaknesses like vulnerabilities. And then we have also added the protected management frame. There's a protocol like 802.11w, and we're going to talk about why is it important at a later stage. And of course, we're going to use the simultaneous authentication and, the Wi-Fi, we want to certify the Wi-Fi enhanced open encryption as well. So these are some of the things that we have added over time on WPA3 so that your security on Wi-Fi is much better place. Okay. Now, this part here, I just want to, highlight it because a lot of things going on. And on the right, on the left, so you have supplicant laptops, whatever system trying to connect. They use encryption, connect to the controller, which could be the Meraki controller, could be anything else, and then is pass it onto the wire to the authenticator, to the identity server, things like that. So there's a four-way handshake in the air. Is collecting the MAC address on the laptops as well as the access point MAC address, alongside with the randomly generated key on both ends, so that when the key pair is being set up, if the users move from one AP to another APs, they're moving around roaming, right? They're gonna get the best experience with minimum latency. Yep. So next slide. Now, once they are able to get onto the network, that comes the authorization. You're great. I'm Anson Hector. You allow onto the network. So what access do I have? That comes authorization. That's the place that, Meraki will be able to help you to set up the policy. Hey, this is the group should have access to some servers, some IPs, but not like student, right? They can access some servers, but the staff, they have another set of IP address servers they have access to. Okay, next slide. So when we talk about the authorization, some customers, they use VLANs, virtual LAN, to segment whatever group users they have it on the Wi-Fi network. And over time, hey, one VLAN for one SSID, and over time it will be, I don't know, 10, 20, 15, like even more. The airspace will be congested and all these broadcasting packets will be flooded. There's minimum airtime for the traffic. That's not good. We want to minimize it, lower the SSID, to the bare minimum so that, the users will have the best experience. Next slide. So when we talk about VLAN, so we have statics. So basically, I have 15 VLANs for 15 SSID. You can do that, back in the days, right? But there's a better way to use dynamic VLAN assignments. If the users are not on the network within that group, hey, we only turn up the SSID. So the rest sleeping, don't broadcast. So it's gonna save a lot of bandwidth on the air and also the network side. And then we also have the trusted group, trust set group as well, based on the group policy. But that's, talk about that maybe at a later time. Next slide. Now, this part, we know users, when they're using the laptop, cell phones, they are moving around. potentially, right? So how do we achieve fast roaming? So we talk about a little bit about the authentication part. So we are keeping those key set, right? The four-way handshake keys. So for users that are moving around, and also we introduced that the 802.11k neighbor list. This part basically telling the end users, hey, your closest AP is this guy. If he or she wants to move, they don't have to broadcast again. Just, oh, the next one, this guy, AP, I'm going to reconnect it. And then the other protocol, 802.11v BSS transition, is the part that they don't have to re-authenticating all the way to the AD server. They just move from access point to access point, but the backend is the same. The minimum, we're going to minimize the latency, like down to milliseconds, 100 milliseconds. This part is going to eliminate the rekeying of these features. So the users will have best experience. Next slide. So now when we talk about the wireless LAN, why is it prone to attack? So just to summarize it, there's no boundary, and anybody can buy a radio detector, pick up the signals with the right software. They can decrypt it and look inside. There are different standards as well. Even though you have physical boundaries, but if you have the right amount of the right hardware, all these signals will be picked up. And then there's also a lot of different unlicensed spectrum span around different channels. But at the end of the day, right? So wireless is a different beast, and we have to have different type of technology to protect it. Next slide. Now this part, we talk about the crack attack, right? So there are vulnerabilities discovered on the previous protocol. So the negative testing on WPA3 is to probe around, hey, are these devices vulnerable to these attacks? So one of the ways to get in is to, spin up a rogue AP. And rogue AP, once the rogue AP students, right? Hey, I want to make sure that, I'm blocked going to certain websites. Hey, let me try something to see if I can break it, right? So, students, they love to do that. So WPA3 is included the crack exploit testing on the devices, which is backward compatible, and prevent rogue AP by looking at the air and see if there is any broadcast packets coming from these rogue APs. Next slide. Now, it's coming back to protected management frame. If you look at other like the previous protocols, right? These management frames are wide open. You can just pick it up and then you can just move it. I want to change that. The reason for that, we added protection on WPA3 is nobody can change the frame, whatever inside. For example, if I bring in a rogue AP, I can send out the broadcast message for the devices, disconnect from the existing APs and join mine. And guess what, right? They can launch an attack from their rogue AP. And WPA3 is protected these management frames. All right, next slide. So now beyond, right? So once we get past the wireless phase, it's all going back to the wired. So from the Cisco perspective, right? So once we are able, once we collected these wireless frames and it's on the wires, layer 1 is going to cover the wireless security, and then 1 and 2, intrusion prevention, detection and prevention. And then 3 to 7, we're going to dive into the application layer. And then we're going to look into the files, URLs, things of that nature to make sure that they have the, end-to-end protection, full spectrum. Next slide.
Thank you, Anson.
All right.
No, thank you for that, Anson. Thank you all for being here. We know that we waited for a few people, but feel free to use your phone and scan these QR codes for next steps. GigaKOM and Andrew and the team are ready to answer and facilitate anything you might need, as well as Cisco. We urge you to try a free demo so that you can try it and then test the products that we spoke about on this webinar. There is no commitment. Reach out to us, reach out to GigaKOM. We will send out a wireless, an AP, whatever it is that you want to test, whether it's software or a physical device. And then please let us know. I'll leave this up a little longer, and we want to open it up for anyone that's going to stick around for Q&A. If you have any questions, please come off mute. I don't know if there is any in the chat that you could probably bring up, Elia. Let me know. Anson, let me ask you a question. If I'm a small school and I might say, hey, I don't have 100 students or 500 students right at this time. Is it worth me investing into a robust wireless network system, or can I just use whatever Comcast or AT&T gives me? What would your response be to that?
Yeah, that's a good one. Now, it doesn't matter what size we're talking about, right? The thing is, you want the network uptime to be 5 nines or even higher. That's number one. Number two, right? Security can bring down your network. So that's why you have to look at beyond, just, hey, things working great, I just leave it alone. But what about things that not working? How much time, you're going to have to investigate where the location is failing and how much time you bring it back online to the working condition. So that's why, I love Meraki, and Cisco is keeping the Meraki brand because of that.
Thank
Yes,
you for that
to answer the
answer.
question, yes, it totally worthwhile. Yes.
No, thank you. Also, for those of you that are here, administrators, we know that E-rate's coming around, especially if you're in the education space. I know that one of the things that people worry about is price point. Please reach out to GigaKOM. Meraki is the fallacy that has existed, right? You have one end of the spectrum. People say Meraki is small and it's for small businesses only. Well, the fallacy in that is that's not true. We do help, and scalability is what we spoke about. And I wanted to share that use case that I shared because we do have a very small customer base, right? With a need of maybe they have 4 employees, the mom and pop shop that just started an ice cream store. But we also have campuses talking about education. The newest school in Colorado. They are now a huge campus, and they are leveraging everything Meraki, and they have over 2,000 students on site with a number of staff on top of that. And so there is a price point and a solution for every single customer out there. Please feel free to reach out to GigaKOM, schedule a conversation with Andrew, myself, and Anson. We'll be sure to sit with you and look at the use case that you have to find a solution that works for you. Now, I'd love to maybe open it up if someone has a question in Q&A in the chat. If not, I can continue to add a couple here. Don't be afraid to come off mute.
Yeah, I don't see any questions in the Q&A section back there.
Yeah, no, if there's another question too, I think digital resilience is something that we talk about a lot at Cisco. Everything's moving to the cloud, and we know that it applies to everyone, including businesses and schools. Why? Because it's a lot easier to manage everything in the cloud. You have AWS, Azure, all these different cloud systems. The best part about leading with Meraki and using it as a platform is that Meraki will be there for you when you scale, when you move from on-prem data center and you start integrating cloud services, it'll be there. And as Anson pointed out, in the school system, you have policies, you have students, right? Those are your customers, so to speak. And you want to release any type of rule regulation, right? A compliance for those students. Meraki allows you to do that very easily. It allows you to continue to monitor that. One of the things that we didn't go over today was a demo of the dashboard. Reach out to Andrew, schedule a dashboard demo with Anson and myself. We'd love to show you how easy it is to use Meraki. Now, I'm not saying that it's so easy that it takes away from the IT professional, because I don't want to offend you if you're on the call and you're an IT professional. What we mean by ease of use is that you as an IT professional will be able to log on to the dashboard, monitor your network, the health of the network, also look at where are you filtering your device. Hey, why is my tablet so slow today? Why can't I log on to my presentation as a professor or as a teacher? Is it my network? Well, IT logs on, you can identify maybe an access point is down and you can reroute traffic. Also, you can automate that through Meraki, right? This is just the use case that I'm giving you. With Thousand Eyes, leveraging Thousand Eyes, sometimes it's not even your network. It might be AT&T that is down, further down the chain, and is not providing internet service, or the cloud-based provider. And so for you as an IT professional, leveraging the Meraki platform, your limitation is endless. You can continue to add and scale and grow with Meraki. One last thing I'll add in there is that Meraki also leads with subscription-based. A lot of people are now moving into subscription-based. This year, you might be able to afford a certain amount of licenses, but next year it might be undefined. It's okay. We will work with you. Andrew and GigaKOM team would work to meet you where you are. Any other questions before I hand it back over to you, Aliad? Anson, any last thoughts?
Yeah, I work closely with student universities, and we found a lot of things that the student trying to get around the security system, and that's the thing that I always looked at. And again, just to reiterate, when things are working, it's great, but when things are not working, then you see the differences on the solutions. That's all I've got. Thank you for the time.
Thank you all so much. I can share my screen one more time as we go out so that everybody sees it on our way out.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining this webinar. And we hope you get in touch with us to get a free demo, a free consultation, or if you have any questions that come up after the webinar, you can reach out to any of us and we'd be happy to help you. Have a great rest of the week. And thank you for joining again.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Thank you.